Make them think about you non-stop by mastering these 10 skills. Stoicism. Welcome back, my friends. Have you ever wondered how to make someone not just think about you, but truly yearn for your attention? Imagine them sitting there, unable to focus on anything else, as if every thought they have circles back to you. And every subtle reminder of you makes them long for your presence even more. They're counting the minutes until your next call, and every moment without you is a mix of anticipation and desire. What if I told you this isn't a mere fantasy? It is something you can absolutely achieve. Today, my Stoic friends, we are delving into a powerful strategy, the art of strategic withdrawal. It's about stepping back just enough to allow others to realize the void left when you are absent. Yes, I am speaking of Stoicism, a philosophy so powerful that your absence can have a greater impact than your presence. Now, my friends, this isn't a game. It is the cultivation of a deep appreciation for your intrinsic value, allowing that realization to reverberate loudly in your absence. Imagine them thinking about you endlessly, not just because they miss you, but because they are drawn to the undeniable value you bring into their life. Stick with me, and we will uncover the Stoic secrets to becoming that unforgettable presence that lingers in their thoughts long after you've stepped away. As Seneca said, to make them miss you, you must give them the gift of your absence. Let that sink in for a moment. What does it mean to give someone the gift of your absence? Imagine the impact of stepping back just enough for them to feel your absence, to sense the space where your presence once was. It is in that space, that silence, that your true value is amplified. They begin to realize just how much your presence shaped their thoughts, their days, even their emotions. Suddenly, they are thinking about you more than ever, longing for the return of the energy only you can bring. But before we dive deeper, I have a challenge to set the tone for what's to come. If you are ready to step into your power and let your silence echo louder than any words, drop a comment below with the phrase, "Calm is my superpower." This is not just a statement. It is a declaration of your strength, your resolve, and your commitment to becoming unforgettable. It is time to show the world and yourself that you are not just stepping back, you are stepping up in a way that will make them feel your absence like never before. Let's see how many of you are ready to embrace this powerful shift and make your presence undeniable, even when you are not physically there. Let's pause for a moment to reflect on something profound. Have you ever wondered why some people can't seem to stop thinking about someone, even when that person isn't around? What makes them linger in your thoughts, causing you to replay conversations and moments over and over? This is not luck or coincidence, but rather a carefully cultivated set of skills and principles that make someone unforgettable. And here's the kicker. You can harness these same skills to make someone think about you nonstop. You see, the mind is a powerful thing. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Recognize this, and you will find strength. The mind is wired to focus on what is significant, what stands out, and what remains unresolved. When someone leaves a deep, meaningful, and slightly mysterious impression, our minds cannot help but return to it, attempting to decode and understand it. This is why strategic withdrawal, knowing when to step back and create space, is so effective. It is like planting a seed in someone's mind, and as you withdraw, that seed grows in your absence, taking root and blossoming into a constant presence in their thoughts. But it's not just about stepping back and waiting. It's about how you occupy their thoughts even when you are absent. It's about leaving behind subtle cues, unforgettable moments, and emotional imprints that linger long after you've gone. Imagine being able to craft interactions so powerful, so charged with meaning, that they stay with someone, echoing in their mind at unexpected times. That is the power of mastering these skills. Skills rooted in Stoic philosophy, in understanding human psychology, and in knowing how to navigate the complex dynamics of relationships. So, as we dive deeper into these 10 skills today, keep this question in mind. What are you doing to make yourself unforgettable? Because as we will explore, it's not just about being present in their life, it's about being present in their thoughts, in a way that feels natural yet irresistible. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to ensure that when you're not around, They're thinking about you more than ever, wondering what you're doing, what you're thinking, and when they'll see you next. Let's begin this journey to making yourself unforgettable. Not just in the moment, but in their minds long after you've stepped away. Let's get started. 1. Self-control, the power of calm. So folks, let's dive into the first skill that will make them think about you nonstop. Nothing less than self-control. Now I know what you're thinking. Self-control, really? That sounds a bit dull. But stick with me here, because mastering self-control is like becoming a Jedi master in the game of life. You see, when you have self-control, you're not just reacting to the world, you're shaping it. And trust me, nothing makes people think about you more than when you're the one person who remains calm, composed, and in control, no matter what's happening around you. As Seneca said, you have power over your anger. If you choose to control it, it will serve you. This Stoic wisdom is the essence of self-control. Imagine you're in a heated argument, emotions are running high, and the other person is expecting you to lose your cool. But instead of reacting, you take a deep breath, stay calm, and respond with a level head. That moment, my friends, is pure gold. It's the kind of moment that sticks with them because it's unexpected and powerful. They'll think about how you stayed so composed, and that memory will linger long after the conversation is over. The calm you display in every situation doesn't just make you stand out. It makes you someone they admire, someone they'll remember. Here's a little challenge for you. Next time you find yourself in a tense situation, rather than letting your emotions drive you, pause, take a deep breath, and regain control of your feelings. Notice how others react when you maintain calmness, and see how it changes how they perceive you. You'll realize that this calmness makes you unforgettable. You see, self-control is not merely about controlling your actions. It is the power to control your reactions, to ensure that no emotion or circumstance dictates your response. And when you can maintain calm in the most stressful of situations, others can't help but think of you. They will remember you not for what you do, but for how you do it, with unshakable composure. Imagine you're in a high-stakes meeting where everyone around you is scrambling to solve the issue at hand. While others are panicking, you sit calmly, assessing the situation, making deliberate decisions. That kind of calm will not be forgotten, and others will remember you as the one who can lead them through any storm. That moment will make them think about you long after the encounter. They will remember you not as a mere colleague, but as a role model. A role model not because you are perfect, but because you are steadfast and strong in the face of adversity, unshaken by the winds of chaos. This is something that can easily apply to your everyday life. When you face stress, when life is not going as planned, your calmness becomes what others admire and think of. They know that no matter how turbulent the world around you may be, you remain firm, a steady anchor that they can rely on. And remember, self-control is not about repression, it is about choice. You choose how to react, you choose how to behave. That is the power of freedom. You are not at the mercy of your emotions or circumstances. Instead, you choose your actions in alignment with your true nature and values. This is why self-control is such an indispensable skill. Not only does it help you achieve what you desire, but it also makes you someone others admire, someone they wish to become. You do not merely control yourself, you influence others in a positive way. Now here's a little challenge. Next time you find yourself in a stressful situation, pause, take a deep breath, and calmly assess the situation. Notice how those around you respond. You'll see that by maintaining calmness, you become someone they respect, and your image will be etched in their minds. Self-control is the path to true freedom. It's not only about controlling your emotions, but about exercising mastery over all aspects of your life. This does not only make you strong in the eyes of others, it helps you live a life that is free and whole. Remember, when you remain calm in every situation, you become the person others think of when they need guidance. A person who can help them maintain faith and composure in their own moments of struggle. If you are ready to begin this journey, to master self-control and become the person others can't forget, drop a comment below with the words, "Calm is my superpower." Let's see how many of you are ready to step into the power of self-control and leave an indelible mark on the minds of others. 2. Rational decision-making. the key to being unforgettable. So my friends, let's move into the second skill that will make them think about you nonstop: rational decision-making. Now, I know you might be thinking, rational decision-making? Isn't that a given? But hold on, because the truth is, we don't always make decisions with clarity or reason. Rational decision-making is not just about thinking clearly, it's about seeing a situation from multiple angles, understanding its complexities, and making choices that lead to long-term solutions, not just quick fixes. When you act with reason, others can't help but notice the difference. They will recognize that you are someone they can rely on, someone who thinks carefully and acts based on logic rather than emotion. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This simple yet profound quote captures the essence of how making sound decisions can transform your life. When you think clearly and decide wisely, you not only create positive outcomes for yourself, but also have a ripple effect on those around you. Imagine this: you're in a high-pressure situation, whether it's a critical work decision, a family dilemma, or even something as simple as choosing where to eat when everyone is hungry and no one agrees. Rather than rushing to choose impulsively or following the crowd, you pause, consider all options, weigh their pros and cons, and think about the long-term impact of your decision. People will notice that you don't act on impulse, but instead, you take the time to think through the situation, not just for the present moment, but for the future. It is this kind of wisdom that makes you the person they turn to when they need advice, when they're facing their own tough choices. And remember, rational decision-making isn't just about when you have to make a big choice. It's about how you approach every moment in life, whether it's how you manage your time, how you handle your finances, or even how you engage with others. Every decision you make reflects your ability to think rationally and act intentionally. When you live a life of rational decision-making, you're not swayed by fleeting emotions or momentary impulses. You become someone others admire, someone they want to learn from. They look at you and think, this is someone who knows how to make decisions. And just like that, you don't just exist in their life, you become someone they can't stop thinking about. Here's another challenge. Next time you're faced with an important decision, big or small, pause, think it through, and choose wisely. You'll notice the difference in how people perceive you and how they will think of you afterwards. And if you're ready to start practicing rational decision-making and make an unforgettable impact, drop a comment below with the words, "I choose wisely." Let's see how many of you are ready to take control of your life and start making decisions that will leave a lasting legacy. 3. Resilience in adversity, the strength to make a lasting impression. So my friends, let's continue with the third skill that will make them think about you nonstop: resilience in adversity. The word resilience may sound familiar, but what does it really mean? And more importantly, how can resilience make you unforgettable? 4. Resilience in adversity, the strength to leave a lasting impression. So my friends, let's move on to the fourth skill that will make you unforgettable: resilience in adversity. Resilience is a word we hear often, but have you ever stopped to think about what it truly means? And more importantly, how can resilience make you unforgettable? As Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This is the essence of resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and how you handle the downs speaks volumes about who you are. Imagine this. You are facing a major setback in life. Perhaps you faced a failure at work, a painful breakup, or a personal project that has come to a halt. Most people would get bogged down in disappointment, letting the weight of the situation drag them down. But not you. You take a deep breath, rise up, and start moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. That, my friends, is resilience. It's not about avoiding hardship. It's about how you rise after being knocked down. And when others see you bounce back from adversity, they can't help but think about you. They will wonder, how do they do it? Your strength becomes a point of admiration, something they reflect on long after the moment has passed. Just like a piece of pottery that's only shaped through intense heat, your challenges are the forge that shapes your character and makes you stronger. Imagine another scenario. You're working on a major project, and everything that could go wrong does. Your team is frustrated, the deadline is looming, and stress is palpable. But instead of crumbling under the pressure, you remain calm. You find solutions, keep morale high, and lead by example. And when the dust settles, it's your resilience that stands out. Your colleagues won't just see you as a coworker. They'll see you as a leader, someone they can rely on when the going gets tough. Resilience isn't just about surviving tough times. It's about showing others that adversity doesn't define you. It refines you. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more determined with each challenge you face. And this is what makes you unforgettable. People don't just remember those who succeed in easy times. They remember those who succeed despite the odds. So here's a challenge for you. The next time life throws a curveball your way, face it head on. Don't just survive it, show your inner strength. Let others see that, no matter how tough the situation, you remain unshaken. You'll see that those around you will think of you as a source of inspiration, a model of strength and resilience. Resilience is a trait that draws others in, making you someone they can't forget. And when you face adversity with resilience, you won't just earn their respect, you'll make an impact that lasts forever. You'll become the person they think of when they face challenges in their own lives. If you're ready to embrace resilience and become someone unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "I rise stronger." Let's see how many of you are ready to face life's challenges and let your resilience make a difference in your life. 4. Mindful presence, the power of truly being there. Now let's move on to the fourth skill that will make you unforgettable, mindful presence. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions. But when you are truly present with someone, you give them a gift that is more valuable than gold. 5. Emotional regulation, the secret to staying on their mind. So my friends, the fifth skill that will make you unforgettable is emotional regulation. When you hear the term emotional regulation, you might immediately think of control or suppression, but in truth, it goes far beyond that. Emotional regulation isn't about shutting down or hiding your emotions. On the contrary, it's about being aware of and understanding your emotions so that you can adjust and respond thoughtfully, rather than letting them dictate your actions. We cannot control everything around us, but we can control how we respond to everything. As Epictetus said, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. It is this emotional regulation that makes you unforgettable, because when you maintain calmness in all situations, you become someone others can rely on, someone they turn to for guidance. Imagine you're in a tense situation, perhaps a heated argument, or a critical moment at work. If you let your emotions take control, you might say something you regret or react impulsively. But if you regulate your emotions, you can see the situation clearly and respond with precision, instead of allowing anger or anxiety to cloud your judgment. The calmness you show in your responses will cause others to take note. They will remember how you handled the situation with wisdom, and over time, your image will become one that they admire. When you can keep your composure and control in high-stress situations, you become someone others trust and seek guidance from. Emotional regulation is not an easy skill to master, but it is one that can be cultivated over time. The key is awareness, always being conscious of your emotions and never allowing them to dictate misguided actions. When you master your emotions, you will feel more freedom, and your life will become simpler, more peaceful. Emotional regulation also helps you maintain healthy relationships. When you can keep your emotions in check, you won't snap at people or get upset during conversations. This builds trust and respect from those around you because they know you are someone who can stay grounded even in difficult moments. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you find yourself in a stressful situation, instead of letting emotions take the lead, pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and assess your feelings. Choose the most rational way to respond. You will notice how others perceive you, and you will become someone they can't stop thinking about. Emotional regulation is the key to maintaining composure in life. When you can control your emotions, you become someone others trust and respect, and it is this regulation that makes you unforgettable in their minds. If you are ready to start practicing emotional regulation and become someone unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "Calm is my choice." Let's see how many of you are ready to take control of your emotions and master your life. 6. Virtuous living, the foundation of being unforgettable. So my friends, the 6th skill that will make you unforgettable is virtuous living. You might think, virtue? Isn't that just common sense? But in truth, living virtuously is much more than adhering to societal norms or popular rules. It's about living according to the highest values you believe in. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Virtue isn't just a theory or words spoken in a philosophy class. It's action. It's about making choices in every moment of your life. Imagine you are faced with a difficult decision, one where doing the right thing may cost you or cause some form of loss. Meanwhile, the easier path lies right before you. Most people would take the easy way out, but not you. You choose the harder path because you understand that only through virtue can you build the trust and respect of others. It is this choice that makes you unforgettable, for you act with integrity and honor, even when no one is watching. Virtue isn't something you display to gain recognition. It's the commitment to living in alignment with your values, even when no one is around to see. This life may be short, but virtuous actions will leave a lasting mark on others. Remember, living virtuously is not about doing what is right when people are watching. It's about doing what is right when no one is there to see. Virtue creates deep influence because the small, right actions you take will have an impact that lasts. People will remember you as a role model, someone they can turn to for guidance. And when you live a virtuous life, others will think of you often because they feel the difference you make in their lives. 66. Virtue is not just about doing good for others, it's also about being honest with yourself. Living in alignment with your own values is never easy, but it is what sets you apart. When you live authentically, you become someone others can't forget. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you're faced with a decision that calls for virtue, choose the harder path. You'll realize that while the road may be difficult, it will lead you to a life filled with meaning and respect from others. And if you're ready to live a virtuous life and become someone unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "I choose virtue." Let's see how many of you are ready to live by the values you believe in and become someone others cannot forget. 7. Acceptance of what is, embracing reality with calm. Now let's move on to the 7th skill that will make you unforgettable, acceptance of what is. You've probably heard the phrase, accept what you cannot change. But truly, is acceptance really a form of surrender? It is not. Acceptance is not about giving up. It is the wisdom to recognize what is beyond your control and to face it with serenity. Think about a difficult situation you're facing. Rather than complaining or resisting, you choose to clearly see the issue and adapt to the circumstances. 7. Acceptance of what is, embracing reality with calm. As we've seen, acceptance of what is not surrender, but the ability to face the truth with composure. It's the ability to confront reality without complaint, without regret, and most importantly, without allowing anything beyond your control to disturb your peace of mind. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. The very obstacles and challenges we face are the path forward. When you accept what is, you free yourself to make the best use of each moment, to grow from every experience. Acceptance of reality is a liberation of your inner strength, allowing you to remain at peace no matter how difficult the circumstances may be. Imagine you're facing a challenging situation, perhaps a failure at work or a personal setback in a relationship. Others may react with anger, frustration, or confusion, but you choose to face the truth calmly. You understand that these challenges are not things to be avoided, but opportunities to learn and grow stronger. When you can face reality without complaint, when you can accept things as they are with grace, you become the person others think of when they face their own trials in life. They will remember you as someone who knew how to accept and learn from adversity, rather than simply someone who survived it. Acceptance of what is does not mean abandoning your dreams. It means knowing how to act within the framework of what is real. You cannot change the past, but you can choose how you act in the present. And how you respond in each situation will shape your life and make you unforgettable. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you face a hardship, instead of resisting it, accept it and see it for what it is. Let this acceptance empower you to stay focused and keep moving forward. When you accept what is, you not only live in peace, but you grow stronger than ever before. And if you're ready to practice acceptance and become someone unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "I accept what is." Let's see how many of you are ready to face the truth and live peacefully in a world full of challenges. 8. Purposeful action, making every step count. Next, we'll explore the 8th skill that will make you unforgettable. Purposeful action. This means you don't just go through life. You live with a clear sense of purpose, knowing that every action you take has deep meaning behind it. To act with purpose, you must have a clear understanding of your goals and be driven by them. Every decision you make, every step you take, should be aligned with a long-term vision, not just the easiest or most convenient option. When you live with purpose, you create an impact, for you make people realize that you're not just living, you're mastering your life. Imagine you're working on a major project. Instead of just getting it done, you approach it with purpose, fully understanding why you are doing it and what the desired outcome is. People will look at you and think, they know what they're doing, and they're doing it for a reason that's bigger than themselves. 9. Gratitude for the present. The secret to being unforgettable. Now let's turn our attention to the 9th skill, one that will make you unforgettable. Gratitude for the present. You might think that gratitude is a simple concept, but in truth, it is a superpower that makes you shine in life. Gratitude is not a superficial action or a temporary habit. It is a mindset, an ability to view life through a lens of appreciation, to be thankful for the smallest things. When you are grateful for what you have, you not only experience happiness, but you also radiate positive energy to everyone around you. As Marcus Aurelius said, gratitude turns what we have into enough. When you are grateful for the present moment, you no longer feel deprived or yearn for what you cannot have. You learn to cherish what you have, and this will make you the kind of person others cannot help but think about. Imagine you are in a conversation with someone, and instead of complaining about the difficulties in life or worrying about the future, you focus on the good things happening right now. You express gratitude for the moment, for the opportunity to connect, and for the simple joys in life. Suddenly, you're not just another person. You become a breath of fresh air, a source of joy and peace for those around you. When you practice gratitude, you not only change your perspective, but you change how others perceive you. People will see you as optimistic, positive, and someone they admire. They'll think about you because you not only make them feel good, but you help them see the beauty in their own lives that they may have overlooked. Gratitude is also a way of affirming that you can create happiness in the present moment. You don't need to wait for something grand to happen. You don't need to have everything to feel fulfilled. When you appreciate the small things, you realize that life is rich and full in its simplicity. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you meet someone, instead of worrying about what hasn't happened yet, take a moment to thank them for their presence in your life. You'll notice that this simple act of gratitude will deepen your relationship, and those around you will remember you for the warmth and positivity you bring. And if you're ready to practice gratitude and become unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "I am grateful for now." Let's see how many of you are ready to transform your life by focusing on what is already good. 10. Emotional intelligence, the power to be unforgettable. Finally, we come to the 10th skill that will make you unforgettable: emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is not only the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions, but also the ability to navigate the emotions of others with depth and insight. Emotional intelligence is what helps you build lasting relationships and makes you the person others think of when they need emotional support. You are not only someone who can manage their own emotions, but someone who can understand and respond appropriately to the emotions of others. 10. Emotional intelligence, the power to be unforgettable. So, my friends, we have arrived at the final skill that will make you unforgettable: emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is not only the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions, but also the ability to perceive and regulate the emotions of others. This profound ability helps you build lasting relationships and makes you the person others turn to when they need emotional support. You don't just control your own emotions, you also understand the emotions of others, and you use that understanding to interact in a constructive and effective way. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Emotional intelligence is the ability not only to recognize your own emotions, but to use them to create a positive impact on those around you. When you understand your emotions, you can control them and respond wisely instead of allowing them to dictate your actions. Imagine you're in a tense situation with a friend and their emotions are rising. If you lack emotional intelligence, you might respond with anger, adding fuel to the fire. But if you can recognize their emotions, you won't just understand them. You'll find a way to respond appropriately, preventing the situation from worsening. Emotional intelligence is what makes you unforgettable. When you can understand others and sense what they are going through, you become someone they turn to in their hardest times. Your empathy becomes a crucial part of building trust and respect. Emotional intelligence not only helps improve relationships, but also aids in personal growth. When you can control your own emotions and understand others' feelings, you become stronger in every situation, and others will think of you as someone who can help them through any challenge. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you engage with someone, try to identify their emotions and understand how those emotions are influencing their actions. You'll see that when you understand others, you become someone they respect and think about when they need help. And if you're ready to develop emotional intelligence and become unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "I understand emotions." Let's see how many of you are ready to master your emotions and become someone others can't forget. 11th, purposeful action, making your life leave a lasting impact. Finally, let's discuss the last skill that will help you leave an indelible mark on the minds of others. Purposeful action. This means you don't just go through life doing things for the sake of it. You do them with a deep sense of purpose. Purposeful action isn't just about doing what you love. It's about doing what aligns with your values and life's goals. When you live with purpose, every action you take contributes to a meaningful life, one that others can't help but think about. 12th, patience, the strength that cannot be defeated. So, my friends, we continue with the 12th skill that will make you unforgettable: patience. Patience is not merely about waiting. It's the ability to maintain calmness and perseverance, no matter what challenges or hardships come your way. Patience is a great form of self-mastery. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." When you can remain patient and not let external circumstances shake your composure, you become someone others cannot forget. They will admire you for your ability to remain unshaken, for not being swept away by transient emotions. Imagine you are working on an important project and everything seems to be going wrong. Deadlines are slipping, colleagues are stressed, but you remain calm. You don't rush, you don't panic. Instead, you search for solutions with patience and intelligence. It's this patience that makes you stand out, because it shows you are someone who can maintain stability in all situations. Patience is not just about waiting for the right results. It's the ability to keep your faith and hope intact, even when the result hasn't arrived. Patience is the signal of confidence, of understanding that things will unfold in their own time, and that you will achieve your goals if you don't give up. Life will sometimes challenge you and make you feel like you can't go on, but it's in these moments that patience becomes your strength. You'll see opportunity in difficulty, you'll keep moving forward, and this is what makes you a model for others. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you face a difficult situation, rather than rushing to fix it, try pausing and being patient. Observe the situation with clarity and act deliberately. You'll find that when you're patient, you will not only find the best solutions, but also leave a lasting impression on others. If you're ready to develop patience and become unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "Patience is my power." Let's see how many of you are ready to become unshakable, to never give up, and to leave a mark on others. 13. Full presence, the power of truly being there. Next, let's discuss the 13th skill that will make you unforgettable: full presence. In this world filled with distractions, it's easy to be present physically but not mentally. However, when you are truly present with others, it is a gift not everyone can offer. Full presence is when you give your complete attention to the person in front of you. You are not caught up in thoughts of the past or worrying about the future. You are fully immersed in the present moment. When you can do this, you not only make others feel valued, but you also create a deep connection, one they may never forget. When you are truly present, you become the person others think of when they need someone to listen, understand, and share with. You become someone they turn to in times of difficulty, and this makes you an irreplaceable part of their lives. 14. Emotional regulation, absolute self-mastery. So, my friends, we move on to the 14th skill, one that is essential in leaving a lasting impact: emotional regulation. This is not only the ability to control your emotions, but also the absolute self-mastery to remain calm and composed under pressure. You will not allow your emotions to override your reason. Instead, you will use your self-control to respond thoughtfully and effectively. As Epictetus taught us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Emotional regulation is the ability to recognize your emotions clearly and choose how to respond to them. Composure and self-control not only help you maintain your peace of mind in critical situations, but they also make you someone others admire, someone who can face any challenge without losing control. Imagine you're in a tense meeting where everyone is anxious and stressed. Important decisions are being made, and you feel the tension in the air. If you allow your emotions to take over, you might make hasty decisions or react impulsively. But if you regulate your emotions and stay calm, you'll be able to think clearly and make well-considered decisions, no matter the pressure around you. Emotional regulation does not mean suppressing your emotions. In fact, it means you are fully aware of your emotions, but you don't let them dictate your actions. You know when your emotions are beginning to take control, and you master them rather than allowing them to control you. When you regulate your emotions wisely, you become someone others look up to. They will remember you as a role model, as someone who can remain composed in any situation, and as someone they turn to when they need guidance in challenging times. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you face a difficult or tense situation, take a moment to recognize your emotions, and instead of reacting immediately, pause and think before acting. You'll find that when you master your emotions, you'll become someone others respect and think of often. If you're ready to learn how to regulate your emotions and become unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "Emotional regulation is my power." Let's see how many of you are ready to master your emotions and leave an impact in others' lives. 15th, consistency, unwavering in all circumstances. Next, we will discuss the 15th skill that will make you unforgettable: consistency. Consistency is not just about persevering when things are going well, it's about maintaining your determination and purpose. No matter how many obstacles or challenges arise, consistency is the ability to stand firm in the face of adversity. It is the ability to stay true to your goals, to hold on to your commitment, no matter the external conditions. Consistency ensures you never give up. It helps you overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Imagine you are in a difficult situation where everything seems to be against you. You may feel exhausted, but it's in these moments that your consistency will carry you forward. You don't just keep going, you do so with unwavering determination, and it is this consistency that makes others think of you long after the moment has passed. 16. Confidence, the key to lasting success. So, my friends, we arrive at the 16th skill that will make you unforgettable: confidence. Confidence is not arrogance or pride, but the belief in your own abilities, the ability to face challenges without being shaken. As Marcus Aurelius said, remember, you can control what you do, but not what happens to you. Confidence comes from understanding clearly what you can control and accepting what you cannot. When you know what you are capable of and trust your abilities, external challenges will not sway you. Imagine you are faced with a difficult situation, perhaps an important decision at work or a personal challenge. If you lack confidence, you might feel uncertain, anxious, and unable to make a clear decision. But if you trust in yourself, you will feel calm and focused on finding a solution rather than fearing what is yet to happen. Confidence is not self-satisfaction. It is a clear understanding of your abilities and the readiness to face any situation proactively. When you are confident, you do not need to prove anything to others. You act because you believe in yourself, and this is what makes you someone others admire and remember. Confidence also helps you maintain consistency. When you trust in your abilities, you will persist in pursuing your goals, no matter how many obstacles come your way. It is this perseverance that creates the difference in your life and makes you unforgettable. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you face an important decision, pause and assess yourself. Remember, confidence stems from self-awareness. You don't have to be perfect, but you need to believe in your ability to handle the situation and create a positive outcome. If you're ready to develop confidence and become unforgettable, drop a comment below with the words, "Confidence is my power." Let's see how many of you are ready to step into confidence and take control of your life. 11 ways to make them regret not valuing you. Begin by valuing yourself deeply, understanding your worth, and not relying on the approval of others. In a world filled with comparisons, we often lose sight of who we truly are, caught up in the expectations and judgments of others. But Stoicism teaches us that our worth is not derived from what others think of us, but from our own actions, virtues, and the choices we make each day. We do not need the world to affirm us in order to know that we are worthy of respect. When you honor yourself, you not only show the world, but also reaffirm to yourself that you are deserving of fair treatment. In time, the world will reflect that respect back to you. When you truly value yourself, every decision you make comes from a place of inner confidence, not from seeking validation from others. Imagine entering a room, not only impressing others with your sharp attire, but also with a self-assurance and steadiness in every step you take. That is the reflection of self-respect. Once you possess that strong sense of self-worth, the world around you begins to treat you as you deserve. However, to maintain that self-respect, you must build habits that strengthen your inner resilience. Start with simple practices, like looking in the mirror and reminding yourself of your worthy qualities, such as "I deserve respect" or "I can face any challenge." Stoicism is not merely a philosophy, it is a daily practice, and each day presents an opportunity to reaffirm your value. Similarly, your daily habits reflect your self-worth. Never allow yourself to be pulled into pointless arguments or relationships that disregard your value. Every time you act with composure, integrity, and purpose, you affirm your worth. You need not prove your value to anyone because you already know who you are and what you deserve. In reality, reevaluating how you respond to others' lack of respect is an opportunity to practice Stoicism. You will not be shaken by failure or the negative actions of others. Instead, you will see each instance as an opportunity to grow stronger, more resilient, and more refined. With each passing moment, you elevate your dignity and reaffirm your worth. When facing disrespect, Stoicism teaches us patience and composure. Imagine being able to remain calm and composed even in the most intense situations. This is where your true inner strength shines. You do not let negativity or the actions of others disturb your peace. You maintain your calm and continue to act with patience, not allowing emotions to take control. Stoicism also emphasizes that calmness is not merely about controlling emotions, but about mastering oneself in all situations. When you can face adversity without being swept away by extreme emotional reactions, you exhibit maturity and poise. This is what others will see and admire in you. Therefore, do not allow yourself to be carried away by feelings. Stay firm, regardless of the world's chaos. Once you accept that others' judgments do not define your worth, you will become someone capable of overcoming any challenge without depending on external validation. You understand that life is not always fair, but you have the power to create fairness for yourself by living a life of principle, honesty, and resilience. This also relates to how you communicate and maintain relationships. Respect is not only for yourself, but must be extended to everyone around you. When you show respect to others, you create an environment where respect flows freely. Learn to listen, to place yourself in the shoes of others, and to understand rather than simply proving yourself right. This is how Stoicism teaches us to form genuine and respectful relationships. Finally, remember that every small step you take each day, from listening and caring for others to maintaining composure in stressful situations, contributes to building a meaningful life. Stoicism is not a distant theory, but something you can practice every moment of your life. And as you live by these principles, you will notice everything around you begin to change. Not only will you change, but also the way the world perceives you will change. When you begin to accept that the judgments of others do not define your worth, you will no longer be bound by the need for external approval. In fact, you will become someone capable of facing every challenge without relying on the validation of the outside world. Stoicism teaches us that only we ourselves have the power to define our own worth. External factors are mere reflections. The true essence and value of a person lie in the decisions and actions we make each day. Remember, you do not live for the approval of others. The attention and affection you receive are dependent on the self-assurance and steadiness you cultivate within yourself. When you live authentically with principles, ethics, and integrity, you not only show strength, but also inspire others. Stoicism encourages us to live with integrity, not seeking approval, but taking pride in our actions. In every situation, you must remember that calmness is a manifestation of strength. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. When you face hardships, challenges, or disrespect from others, remember that it is your response to them that defines who you are. Stoicism reminds us that calmness is not weakness, but the hidden strength that each of us can possess. Calmness is not always easy to achieve, but it is through the cultivation of the mind that you will attain it. Every time you feel offended, instead of reacting immediately, pause, breathe deeply, and reflect on the situation. Remember, that which you cannot control cannot disturb your inner peace unless you allow it to. Remember, the decisions you make in life are not meant to prove that you are right, but to live true to yourself. What matters most is not the recognition or judgment of others, but the pride you feel when you look at yourself in the mirror and know that you are living according to the values you hold dear. Stoicism reminds us that when we live truthfully and with principle, we never have to prove anything to anyone. When you practice Stoicism, you do not only grow personally, but you also become a beacon of guidance for those around you. Stoicism is not an abstract theory, but a way of life. Every action you take, every choice you make, can serve as a lesson to others. Your persistence and steadiness will inspire others to live by the same principles you uphold. Live in the present, for only the present holds true value. Stoicism teaches us not to dwell in the past or worry about the future. Focus on what you can do right now, for only the present moment is within your power to change. Do not let thoughts of things beyond your control rob you of your peace and focus on what matters most. Every challenge in life is not something to be avoided, but an opportunity to grow. Stoicism does not view difficulties as obstacles, but as integral parts of the learning and growing process. Every time you face a challenge, you not only learn more about the world, but you also learn more about yourself. These difficult moments are opportunities for you to strengthen your will and forge a more resilient spirit. Once you understand your own worth, you will no longer fear challenges, for you know that every difficulty is an opportunity to prove your strength and resolve. Stoicism encourages us to view challenges not as misfortunes, but as necessary parts of life that help refine our character and build our resilience. In every circumstance, Stoicism teaches us humility and respect for others. You will find that when you treat everyone with respect and patience, they will learn from you and appreciate those qualities. Never judge others by what they present on the outside. Look at them through their actions and their inner character. Your respect and calmness will be the precious lesson you impart to the world. When you begin to see every difficulty and challenge as an opportunity for growth, you will no longer fear facing them. Stoicism teaches us that life is not always fair, but we can choose to confront every situation with steadfastness, patience, and wisdom. When you realize that every challenge is an opportunity to refine your character, you will see that nothing can weaken you. Every difficulty is a valuable lesson to propel you forward in life. Learn to hold firm to your self-belief in every circumstance, No matter how much the world around you may fluctuate, strength does not come from controlling everything, but from maintaining your peace of mind and clarity of thought when faced with uncontrollable situations. Stoicism reminds us that calmness is not weakness. It is the hidden strength that resides within each of us. When you can remain calm in any situation, you not only protect yourself from emotional turmoil, but also demonstrate nobility in your actions. Do not allow external factors to dictate your life. Learn to be self-reliant, to make decisions and bear responsibility for your actions. This does not mean living in isolation or detaching from society, but rather learning to stand firm in your values and not allowing external circumstances to throw you off course. Stoicism encourages you to view life not through the lens of judgment or approval from others, but through the lens of freedom and responsibility. Remember, you do not need to please everyone. The best way to live a meaningful life is to act according to what you believe in, based on the values you have chosen. You may not win everyone's favor, but your honesty and consistency will make you a figure worthy of respect in the eyes of those who understand and appreciate you. Stoicism encourages you to act for yourself, for your own principles, not for the approval of the world. Every day you have the choice to live as you wish, and what matters most is that you consistently choose to live rightly, not for the recognition of others, but for the integrity you desire to maintain within yourself. Stoicism teaches us that a meaningful life is not an easy one, but one that demands commitment, truth, and perseverance. Every step you take on this path is one closer to inner peace. Perseverance is the most essential element that will help you overcome all difficulties. Stoicism emphasizes that only through persistence and resilience will you achieve greatness. Every challenge in life can become an opportunity if you do not give up. Once you maintain your faith and continue striving, you will notice that the world around you begins to reflect your resilience and determination. Clarity of mind is crucial for maintaining calm in every situation. Train your mind each day to remain sharp and discerning. Stoicism encourages you to approach every situation with objectivity and not be swept away by emotions. When you can keep your mind clear, you will not be affected by unforeseen events and will be able to make more wise decisions. One of the invaluable lessons Stoicism imparts is the ability to face all difficulties without blaming circumstances or others. In fact, every challenge is an opportunity to prove your strength and resilience. When you learn to approach life with a positive outlook, you will see that all difficulties are but a small part of your greater journey. Always remember that the only control you truly have is over yourself. You cannot change how others behave, but you can change how you respond to them. Stoicism teaches us that change begins within. When you change your perspective on life and how you act, you will notice that the world around you begins to change as well. Finally, Stoicism teaches us that, no matter how difficult life may seem, perseverance and resilience will lead us to our destination. Peace is not found in external conditions, but in the self-control and mastery of our inner world. Therefore, live by your principles, act with patience, and trust in yourself. This is the path that leads to true freedom and happiness. As you practice Stoicism, you will find that each step you take in life becomes an opportunity to refine your character and resilience. Stoicism is not just a theory, but a long journey of self-awareness and personal development. Every time you face adversity, instead of avoiding it, you choose to confront and learn from those challenges. They are not obstacles, but stepping stones that help you grow stronger and become more complete. Always remember that perseverance and fortitude are not innate qualities, but results of daily practice. Never allow yourself to be swept away by negative emotions or momentary setbacks. True Stoics are those who can maintain their composure even in the most trying times. When you can master your emotions, you have already conquered a significant aspect of living authentically. Whenever you feel challenged or betrayed, remember that it is an opportunity to practice Stoicism. When you learn to control your responses and view every situation with equanimity, you will see that those difficulties are only temporary. In reality, they cannot harm you unless you allow them to influence your emotions and actions. Always respect yourself and the values you hold dear. Stoicism encourages you to live a life of freedom, unaffected by external forces. You do not need anyone's approval to know that you are on the right path. Every action, every choice you make reflects your inner strength and commitment to your core values. Be proud of what you have done and what you are doing. In every situation, maintain your consistency and never give up. Stoicism teaches us that nothing is more important than acting with patience and integrity. Life is not always easy, but when you stand firm in your principles and beliefs, you will see that you are stronger than ever. Each day, commit to completing your tasks and not allowing circumstances to derail your focus. Do not let perfection be your goal, but focus on daily progress. Stoicism does not require you to be perfect. It requires you to always improve yourself and live with integrity. Work hard to become a better version of yourself each day, not for the praise or recognition of others, but because you know that is the only true way to live authentically. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is inner freedom. When you can control your emotions and reactions, you will attain a freedom that no one can take from you. This freedom is not freedom from circumstances or from others, but freedom from negative thoughts and emotions. Stoicism teaches us that we can choose to respond to life with calmness and freedom, no matter the circumstances. Learn to detach negative emotions from your actions. Stoicism encourages us not to let temporary emotions govern our lives. When you learn to view every event objectively, you will see that you can maintain peace of mind even when life is difficult or challenging. This does not mean you do not feel, but rather you do not let emotions dictate your decisions. To live a Stoic life, you must be able to stand firm in the face of adversity and never look back. Life will always present challenges, but how you face them will determine who you are. Consider every difficulty as a lesson, and each time you overcome it, you move closer to personal growth and maturity. Stoicism teaches us that there is no permanent failure unless we give up. Finally, live with gratitude and humility. Stoicism encourages us to view everything around us with appreciation and not take things for granted. Be grateful for the challenges that have helped you grow, for the hardships that have shaped you, and for the people who have guided you along the way. When you live with humility, you will find that everything around you becomes more pleasant and your life becomes more meaningful. When you realize that happiness does not come from external circumstances, but from the control you have over yourself and how you perceive life, you will experience true freedom. Stoicism teaches us that happiness is not something that can be bought or exchanged, but rather the result of a life lived with principles and consistency. You do not need to possess everything to feel fulfilled. You only need to know that you have control over what truly matters, your thoughts and actions. As you live according to Stoic principles, you will begin to see that inner peace is not something distant or unattainable, but something you can achieve in the present moment. Difficulties and challenges will no longer be things to fear, but opportunities to challenge yourself and develop wisdom. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control and release what is beyond our reach, allowing us to live a life of tranquility and freedom. In life, you cannot avoid suffering or failure, but Stoicism teaches that you can always choose how you face them. Instead of avoiding or blaming, you can view every event as part of the journey that helps you grow. Every time you stumble, it is a lesson to learn how to rise stronger. And when you view challenges this way, you will see that you never truly fail, but only grow wiser through life. When you understand your worth and live with solid principles, you will no longer be easily influenced by criticism or indifference from others. Stoicism teaches us that self-respect is something no one can take from us. And when you respect yourself, you create an environment in which others will also respect you. When you stand firm in your own values, others cannot sway you. Remember that change can only begin from within. Every action you take reflects that internal transformation. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, including our actions, thoughts, and attitudes. If you wish to change the world around you, you must start with yourself. By living rightly and consistently, you will inspire others to change in positive ways. In every decision you make, always ask yourself, does this action reflect the values I am pursuing? Stoicism teaches us that every decision in life should reflect honesty and integrity. Never act for external reasons, but act for internal ones, because you believe in the path you have chosen. Always remember that happiness comes from living true to yourself and your core values, not from recognition or judgment from others. Stoicism emphasizes that you do not need external approval to feel complete. When you live sincerely and with integrity, you will find fulfillment and peace from within. To live a Stoic life, you must cultivate patience and respect for yourself and others. Stoics understand that patience is not meaningless endurance, but tranquility in action and attitude. Every action, every choice you make, should be carried out with patience and respect for yourself and others. Life will not always be easy, but if you maintain a steady mind and an open heart, you will find that you can overcome any challenge. Stoicism teaches us that difficulties are merely temporary trials, and when you learn to face them with calmness, you will see that you can live a complete, meaningful life. Never let challenges or disrespect take away your inner peace. When you live with patience and self-respect, you will see that all things can be resolved. Stoicism encourages you to learn to stand firm and face every event in life with stability and belief in yourself. Life will always present challenges, but if you maintain your principles and persist in the path you have chosen, you will see that every challenge is just another step on your journey to maturity. Stoicism is not just about facing difficulties. It is about maintaining self-respect and persevering in living according to your ideals. Finally, remember that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Stoicism teaches us that everything in life has value, as long as we live true to our principles. And when you live with perseverance, self-respect, and resilience, you will find that nothing in life is insurmountable. Thank you for watching our video. If you find this video valuable and meaningful, please share it with your friends and relatives. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from our channel in the future.